Hi everyone, I'm Laura.
And I'm Eva, and we are both family mediators who work as a team helping families through the process of divorce and separation.
I have a background in mental health and a master's of laws in dispute resolution.
And I'm a family lawyer, and we incorporate these additional backgrounds into the style of mediation we practice, which is called co-mediation.
This podcast is called Love, Divorce, and Everything in Between. And this particular video shorts editions will be focusing on divorce and separation. It is our hope to educate and guide you by sharing some of our knowledge and experiences as professionals with you.
We begin each episode with a review of a separation and divorce-related topic and why it may be important, followed by a discussion as it relates to our work experience.
And we'll do our best to answer all of your questions. So feel free to leave your questions in the comment sections below, and we'll make sure to answer them in our upcoming questions and answer episode.
Speaking of upcoming episodes, if you like this one, please hit the subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. In today's episode, we are discussing do-it-yourself separation agreements and the risks associated.
This is a very, very important topic, and we hear this from families all the time. Why can't I do my own separation agreement, write it up? We were amicable, we're civil with one another, and we know all we want. And we are big proponents of do-it-yourself. We really are, because we feel, and that's our mindset, is that your family, you're the expert in your family. However, when it comes to drafting a legal document, I mean, the simple answer is yes, you can do it. Technically, you can do it. Practically, we don't encourage it and we don't recommend it for a variety of reasons that we will be discussing in this episode. One of the biggest risks associated with do-it-yourself is that you don't understand or you don't know the language that needs to be inserted into this legally document. Ultimately, when you sign the document, it becomes an enforceable document, just like any other contract. And it would be very, very difficult if a mistake has been made to rectify that mistake.
Exactly. And there are a number of specific scenarios where if the separation agreement is not done properly, it can affect other aspects of your life, your post-separation life. So for example, the Canada Revenue Agency takes direction from a separation agreement. And in part, that's how they determine the benefits that you're entitled to. So for example, oftentimes Laura and I are working with families and there is a section about the child tax benefit and about dependent credits. And if that is not written appropriately, then you will have issues with CRA down the line in obtaining the credits that you're supposed to be entitled to. So that's the first scenario. Another scenario I can think of is that oftentimes families are moving property through a separation and divorce. So you may do a buyout where you or your spouse buys out the half interest in your home, or you may sell the home to a third party. If that's the case, then the property disposition aspects of your separation agreement have to be very clear, because your real estate lawyer is going to be using those clauses to help you sell and move that property. And if it's not done appropriately, you can find some major issues down the line.
Absolutely. And one of the biggest things is you really don't want to unravel everything. So when you divorce in Ontario, when you apply for divorce in Ontario, you have to attach the separation agreement generally to your divorce application. And if your separation agreement doesn't meet all of these provisions and terms and doesn't satisfy a judge who's going to read through it, then your divorce can be denied. And you really don't want to go back, and unravel everything that you have worked really hard at creating, and perhaps, jeopardize an already established status quo. So we always say, if you're going to do it right the first time. You can still save a lot of costs associated with drafting a separation agreement if you go through a mediation or collaborative law process, because you are working together at creating this versus engaging legal counsel to draft it for you and exchange from one to another?
Oftentimes, families broach the subject of do-it-yourself separation agreement with us because they have a lot of fear about the process, and they're afraid it's going to be, if they engage with lawyers or with other professionals, they're afraid it's going to be really expensive, really time consuming, and very aggressive, an aggressive process. But that doesn't have to be the case. You can still have a collaborative process in mediation or with collaborative family lawyers where you are getting the separation agreement done properly in a cost-effective and amicable way. And so while we appreciate that you want to do this yourself, there has to be some balance between doing it yourself and having the assistance of professionals in order for you to have a post-separation life that is harmonious and without any issues. I'm Eva.
And I'm Laura. Our ultimate goal is to make you aware of all your options regarding separation and divorce. So please check out our other videos. And if you wanted to be reminded, don't forget to subscribe to our videos, and we'll come to you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and we'll make sure to answer them in future episodes. Bye.